Now that we're heading across the bridge, I feel a little more confident in some things. Maybe that when we get over here, we will be good. But I'm wondering if, even if that's the case, do we leave the snowmobile... Or sorry, do we leave our truck? Oops. Do we leave our truck over here? Or do we put the snowmobile in the back of the truck somehow? Just thinking about it, because, like, there's nowhere else to go. I have a third dynamite that I can use at any point, but I don't know. It's reaching the point where I'm just more and more confused about everything that I'm doing. And not confused as in I'm actually confused, more just things are running together. I'm trying to remember my objective. Or objectives right before. Okay. Yeah, doors just randomly close in this game. Okay. So we're at the garage. I can...
Sheets of metal everywhere. Was Carl out of touch with current home improvement trends?
No.
Or perhaps this was meant to protect against residual radiation? Gamma rays?
Uh-oh. I didn't put it in my truck, did I? Did I leave it in the cave?
Carl hadn't lived up to his good finder reputation.
Please don't tell me I put it in the cave. I left it in the cave. I don't know how. But I left it in the cave. I went.
He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
You might think to yourself, but Michael, if you forgot it, why don't you just go back later? Because here's the thing. More than likely, completing the Lamoth stuff will get it... So, will allow me to have that snowmobile. I am not gonna go back across... Forget it. I had it. I legitimately had it. In my hands. I'm wondering if I didn't have enough inventory space. Because I picked up one or two of the other things. Did I pick up other things before I did it though? I'm really hoping it's there. Otherwise I have to go back to the house and hope that it's there. Otherwise I may have just dropped an item and I don't know where I'd find a second one. Could be in his secret workshop. Could be that I'm just going insane. But you know, that sucks. That really sucks. What also doesn't help is that there's a tree here. It's dark. And I think I don't think I can complete some of the stuff that I want to do without doing this. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care right now, buddy. I'm preoccupied with trying to find where I left a gas can. As I said, I don't even know if the north has anything. For all I know, the north is just a red herring. You know, we find parts of the investigation up north, parts of the investigation down south. For all we know, or for all I know, everything is down south, and I end up in this one place, and then boom. And this just pisses me off. Like, if I left something here, and then I also get run in by wolves, I'd be so angry. I was so confident. I came out of there and I was like, I'm gonna find everything that I need. And nope, you're not gonna find everything you need. You forgot exactly what you had on you in your inventory to help. Now time to head back. As I said, if I have to, if I am not done pogoing back and forth, I'm gonna be so angry because so many of these properties I have already explored, and I swear I have everything that I couldn't grab, really, and need. But hit it too hard. You don't hit it hard enough, you don't get through. That's a lie.
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings
Be quiet,
still held their
please.
secrets, and he didn't like to miss out.
I don't like to miss out, yes, but I don't think there's anything more right now. There are priorities, man. Mr. Narrator guy, there are priorities. My priority is to try to find gas. Or was to try to get the gas can. You know, for some reason, I feel like I'm going to go to Astair's property at some point, and he's just going to be gone, or he's going to be frozen. Or he's living. He's survived this entire thing with his shotgun. But I could... No, I was about to say, I could have gone shotgun ammo, and he could have given it to me, or I find it on his body. But I don't see that happening. He's old, so he's lived this long. But also, if there were shotgun ammo around, I would have gotten at least one already. I got rifle ammo a while before I even needed it. I probably have to go the opposite way to go around the garage. Okay. Fill up gas can. Fill up machine. Do I not fill you up yet? Okay. That means I need to go find the other thing. Let's go inside first. Get some heat. And look at the map. There's a way to do it, or there's a way to get there. It's across, like it's on the other on the side of his property. This better be how, where I better be able to start from here, because otherwise I will be.
Carl hadn't lived up to his good finder reputation. He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
Don't care. Okay, we're good. There's probably like a broken area or something because it's loading. Or this is the way to get there.
Carl never thought he would be dancing with the wolves.
Oh, there's more. Oh no. There's more blue crystals over here. Which usually means somebody is suffered a fate worse than death.
The blood and the shape of the hole in the ground left no room for doubt. Someone had been buried here. Someone whose life had been taken with blunt force. Where was the body now? Why had it been buried, only to be dug up later? Carl felt as though he was shrouded in fog.
Is this the lab? I don't have wood. Should be fine for now, I assume. Is this the right way, though? It is, okay. I wonder what this secret project is, other than maybe a suspended vehicle. Oh. There's something up here. I'll go up here first. Is this a cave? You didn't.
That large antenna in the middle of the path, undoubtedly ideal in attempting to communicate with little green men, was quite awkwardly placed. There had to be a lever to control it, maybe behind it. Carl would have to figure out how to reach it.
There's also this way, which I don't know what is this way. Feels like the bridge ends. Okay. His bridge ends. Good. We don't have to deal with that. I love how... I've said this before with other games. I have a tendency to be curious about other routes, because I feel like I'm supposed to go on a certain route. And for some reason, my curiosity puts me smack dab in the middle of where I'm supposed to go.
The electric terminals appeared to be linked together, but for what purpose?
I don't know what purpose. Oh, wait. Positive to negative. Okay, this is supposed to be pot. Actually, what wire is this? Blue. Oh, this is a wire puzzle. Yellow. Yellow goes somewhere. Cuts off. Huh. Doing this in the dark is hard. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Where's the blue go? This blue next to here needs to be negative. That means whatever. Then this can I change to blue? Okay, so it. Okay, so you need to input one and it'll switch it. So blue here goes all the way. Sorry. This blue goes all the way to here. Sends it through negative. Okay, so yellow. So the yellow connects to here, but that's a different yellow. Let's just try this. This dark blue needs to be probably positive, it looks like.
Carl rejoiced at the unexpected source of heat, but not as much as his freezing hands.
Oh, okay, there's heat. Cool. So this wire goes all the way up, comes down, goes into here, is back behind, goes all the way around through here, and goes into this terminal. That terminal needs to be positive. Negative. Negative is red. Red goes all the way around and loops back around. Red goes into here. And in here, did I say positive? Red here gets output as negative. That should be fine though. We might have to be inverting it though. So negative. Let's go with the green one. Green one goes all the way around. Okay. Green one goes all the way around. Goes into here. But then it goes through yellow. It doesn't seem right. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to match it or switch it, like invert it, you know? Like red, we're gonna see blue, red. You know what? If we're gonna do this, we're gonna say positive, positive. So negative, negative. So red should be negative. And we go yellow. See, that doesn't make sense then. Unless I'm wrong. I think I followed the wrong yellow wire. Or it can also go up or something, but oh, this yellow wire, okay. I'm confused by this. We're gonna be here for a while. It makes me think the spark is where it is connected. So, probably connect 2 and then blue. Two, 3, 4. And then red, probably. There we go. This one, light blue. Maybe... I'm confused by this. I'm tempted to look it up, honestly. They don't have a way to replace, like, repair these wires. I'm thinking though is maybe it comes down to just making sure that the wire isn't open, you know? And make sure it's not sparking. Like, okay, so it can't go into a green wire. Do any of these go into a green wire? Maybe just making sure the wires connect properly, I guess. This blue wire connects. It's because all these wires are cut. What? So yellow and... Let's just follow every wire, I guess. Red here. Is cut. So it can't go in red or yellow. Is that the right yellow? I'm really thinking here, because, like, I think it might come down to it can't go into certain wires. It just doesn't help at night. It still pops. That's why I'm confused about this, because it's like normally if a wire's cut, it wouldn't, like, honestly, like if a wire's cut, it shouldn't have electricity going through it. Uh I'm really confused here. It's like, because like, it's still sparking right there. I'm so confused. I'm just trying to figure this out mentally more than anything else. This seems. So it feels like what this is trying to do is say, hey, you need negative going through here. That's what I'm thinking. So negative, we can just assume. The problem is that there's all this sparking, and it makes me wonder maybe I need to do something else. But if I follow this yellow wire, it's cut. Right? There's no way to repair it. So maybe I'm doing it inverted. Like, you know, positive to negative. Then you have this green wire, which is this the green wire? It crosses all the way down here. It goes down, and it goes into here. And it needs probably that. Or this. This blue wire connects. I think it cuts over here, so it's not important. It doesn't work. So maybe red. It doesn't work. Okay. Welcome to Michael Goes Insane. Because I don't know what this is supposed to be. Okay. So, I'm gonna look at a guide because it's not gonna help me. I can tell you that. Okay. It's not gonna help me at all because it says to turn. It says to turn this wheel once. I don't know what this looked like originally. Turn this wheel 3 times. And the third wheel 2 times. And boom, see, nothing happens. So... But I think I need this to get the snowmobile. I don't know what the end goal of this. I am so confused, you know? And what doesn't help is... I don't know. What I was gonna say is, it doesn't help... when you have people that... like to, post in other languages on Steam. And I'm not trying to... Once again, not throwing shade. But it's hard to understand you when you speak. When you speak in another language. Right. You know, I'm gonna do this really quick because apparently there's a achievement.
Machine seemed to work. Carl sent out an SOS.
I wanted to, okay? It says if you made a mistake, return to this point. Options. Low checkpoint. Secret project. Know what? We're coming back to the very beginning. I need to load this because I messed up really badly. Because what I've learned, apparently, is that this puzzle seems to be less about wires or anything, and more just about chaos. Clockwise sequence from the first. Position yourself facing the generator door east. East. So apparently... Yeah, okay, east at the leftmost corner. So... facing the generator door east. And facing the left... at the left corner. Okay. Turn this twice. And it says to do it in a clockwise from this specific position. Turn this 3 times. For some reason, this is just a puzzle in this game. Like, no thought. I'm trying to reset it. Facing the generator door east. What? Facing east. This one is, I turned 1, so I need to turn it 1. Second position. Third position. Fourth position. Yeah, I need to just reload. I am confused by this. Okay, this whole thing is... Remember when I say the game... I've said before the games just, for some reason, like to throw puzzles in that have no meaning? This is one of them. Okay. Okay. Counterclockwise direction. As you enter, turn the one on your right 1 time. Actually, here's the thing. Here's a thought. What if I didn't go far enough? What if I screwed this up so badly that I'm kind of buggered? I'm thinking about that. What if I've done this? They said turn this one once. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I've done this so badly, I buggered myself. How do I... There's no way to reset this. Give me a sec. We're going to try something. I'm hoping it resets. Otherwise, I need a complete image of the frickin' puzzle. Because, for some reason, they decided to throw a puzzle in. And... the way the puzzle works is you kind of just need the knowledge. Thank God. Someone had the brilliant idea of actually putting images together. So here. We're looking at the shed, right? That's how you're supposed to do that one. This is how you're supposed to do that one for some reason. For some reason. It probably is set up so that when you do it, it's meant to look like a certain way and the wires all connect to each other, but it's dark.
Open sesame. So that's where the generator key was hiding. All that was left was to use it. At last, so big an effort for an oh so tiny piece of metal.
Now, I don't know where the handlebar key is because he said. Okay. I just need to figure this out. Where is the handlebar? I'm so... Assume that I need that key to start the snowmobile, right? But, like... I buggered it so badly. I don't understand... Or, I understand why the puzzle worked the way it was. If I had done it earlier, during the day, I would have been probably able to see all the colors. So making it nighttime at the end, when you may not have done everything, it's just a bad idea. Maybe make like maybe like lock off the cave or something, or just like a dynamite that I can't get yet to open the cave, you know? I don't know. Like, I assume there's something in the bucket still that I still haven't gone. And this better get me the freaking whatever's in there. Can I not? Did I press tab? I can't shoot it. Then why? Is there anything I need on these shelves? Oh, found the handlebars. Sometimes there are games that just start getting on my nerves as I play them. We're almost 4 hours in, or about 4 hours in.
A bit of gas, a new spark plug, and the key, and this thing would run perfectly. All he needed to do now was to find all that.
Oh, cool. We can... Okay. We have a snowmobile now. Probably should take... Okay. Let's look at my journal. Case of vandalism. Solved. Crash. Solved. Cold mystery. Not solved yet. There's a few things missing. So we have to get in that bucket. Hamilton's murder. And then... There's just a bunch of stuff that I haven't solved yet, and I feel like I'm wasting time, you know?
What good was a motorless car?
But here's the thing, is
Nick sure had an odd way to go about repairing things.
You gotta shoot the bucket, and then boom, the bucket doesn't work. You know?
To all appearances, Carl concluded, the owner of the place had moved more essentials from his house inside the garage. peculiar man indeed.
I don't know how you're supposed to get there or get it. You just can't reach. And I'm not. I don't know. I might reach the game without completing all the cases. I'm not. That's fine. Not saying it's awesome, but, you know. Let's at least get this outside.
Carl wanted to know more about this oddball mechanic. Surely he would find something somewhere on this land.
Okay, game, if you really want to play this. What? What? Like, I'm really trying to think here. Like, you totally want me to go into his house or into that garage. So let's see. Let's just. Whatever. Whatever. I might get a little crowded. On this snowmobile. But I don't see any other thing to do. I don't need the cigarettes. I put cigarettes in the machine. I don't know why. Right in here. That's pretty good. Deposit all the cigarettes in the truck, you know. Why there's not like a deposit all button? I don't, or like a way to deposit all? I don't know. Withdraw. Flare guns, empty bottles. See, I don't know how much I can store in here. I just know that if I'm going to probably use the snowmobile for the rest of the game. So. Do I have medical first aid kits in here? I do. Let's just go. This is a game where you finish the rest of the cases and stuff on your own. You do it either off camera or you either do it off camera, do it on your own, or yeah, it does me no good to be trying to be a completionist when so much is just randomly in the wilderness, in the dark. If the game turns back to day, maybe, but right now. I'm a little more peeved that I'm stuck here. In the dark. It's lovely that they're forcing me to use the snowmobile, but I don't see it as much like probably faster than my truck, and I don't see it as better. It's leaning left slightly, and that's not great. At all. I'm assuming you need this to move forward. You don't have a choice. Like that puzzle, like, maybe, as I said, in the daytime it would make sense to do it. But when it's nighttime and it's dark, and it's hard to tell what color some of the wires are because the lights don't reflect well off them. Like right now, I am not turning and it pushes me to the left. I have no controller plugged in, so I don't know why it would do that, but... Okay. Okay, we are now up here. And grab one of my logs and start a fire. I also have to look at what's in my inventory. Equipment wise, we are good. Better off than I think I can be. Or as good as I can be. Either way. Okay, let's go. Worst thing can happen is the game ends. Well, like, we're in the... Yeah, we're heading north. Observation tower. A flashlight. A hands-free flashlight. Oh, yay. It took us this long, and now I can just... have a flashlight that's just attached rather than having to carry one. Box. Is this where we learned that the Wendigo was a person this entire time and magically they just could freeze people? Is there a witch?
Carl reckoned that the place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago. His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air, that there were most likely two men.
Pierre, I just want to remind you that there are rules that are meant to be followed whether you like it or not. I hear that you've been poaching a lot lately, that you don't care about being discreet anymore. Heck, I don't even have the chance to pretend I don't see you these days. If I continue to turn a blind eye to this, what will people say? You went too far this time, buddy. I'll have to find you. So, poachers.
2 blankets. There were doubtless 2 people here, Carl reckoned.
I have a fire outside, so I'm good. Are there bodies here, or is this just a case of these guys were here less than 24 hours ago? Okay, we just head down this path then. The whole reason everybody's been killed is because people were hunting and poaching. So be careful of wildlife. Like, that's probably gonna be the freaking storyline. Okay, it's after me.
Seems like the elements showed mercy to those nice and solid-looking planks.
Oh, those trees are on fire. Luckily I have a hammer and some hardware. Ain't that lucky? Okay. Burnt cottage. Oh. There's a high chance these guys are people have already gone. They're just desserts.
The door had been busted down violently, and a burnt smell filled the air. Half of the cabin had been consumed by flames. Carl surveyed the chaotic scene, noticing that someone appeared to have intended to use the furniture as bonfire fuel. Carl had no idea how such a mess could have occurred, but he knew it didn't bode well.
It didn't. So why? Why? I'm gonna take out a log and put it here, or use it here, just to keep warm. I don't know why I want to do this, but I just felt like maybe I should. Okay. Off to this. I have my map. I assume we're just heading north then. For all I know, Broom takes place right after this game. I don't know. That's the lake. Can I not? So, the snowmobile is worse. It's just a different reversal tool, but it's worse. Completely. Can't, because you can't pull out your map on it. Okay. New little area. These bodies.
Two more victims of this ice blade. Carl felt a chill down his spine. What if he was next?
I thought I would, wait, the sanctuary. Uh-oh.
Carl felt the strong pull of a vision overcome him.
Is this the original Wendigo? Let's take a picture. Yeah, I think this might be the Wendigo.
A young woman. It looked like a simple hunting accident. There was Hamilton. Carl recognized him. A major hunting accident. The doctor examined the young woman. But death couldn't be overturned.
The doctor decided to get out of Dodge while he still could.
She was dead. It was not the type of body you buried in a big ceremony in the village graveyard.
It isn't. But someone had to do it. Thus,
It had
everyone
to be.
involved
No one could
died.
know about this. The best way to do that was to have a simple-minded man bury the poor girl. Lamotte, the mechanic. The doctor denied the unfair death of the young woman, but Hamilton had him in his grips. Hamilton knew all of the poet's secrets and wouldn't hesitate to reveal them. I know all about your crimes, you little communist. You know mine. What a sordid affair. Carl understood the ins and outs of the affair. A woman had been killed in an unfair accident, and a young warrior had damned himself to avenge her. But Hamilton, the one responsible, had already been killed, and so the beast could not quench his thirst for vengeance. And now, recklessly, Carl had pulled the bolt from the beast's heart.
Oh, please don't tell me I have to
A
fight it.
beast who was but a young free man lost without his fiancée, and who had, out of hatred, become Wendigo.
Oh, I do have to fight you. It probably is just a run sequence. It's probably just a run sequence. I'm realizing. Why is the wolf? Okay, run, 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 run. Okay, good. Yeah, we better just keep going. We're gonna go this way. Oh. Oh wait, when it screams, it runs to catch up to you. Okay, I just need to make sure I have enough ammo. Which I might not. I might just be running here. Which you can do. Okay. Run. How far do I have to run through these woods? I'm starting to... The thing I've noticed is that this game loves to have like different sequences overstay their welcome. Or make certain things just obtuse. Okay, there's these guys. Cemetery. Okay. I guess I'm going this way. It's like they're guiding me to go in the right direction.
The narrow passage sheltered him, but for how long?
Not very long. Just go. I'm gonna get out of Dodge, you know. It knows. It knows I'm here. It knows where I'm going. It's the Wendigo. Oh, civilization. Train station. Is this how am I supposed to go this way? Nope. How am I supposed to... I assume they'll follow the light, you know? Because following the light tends to work, but I think we just headed north. No. Okay. I was about to say, if it was padlocked, and I didn't have my tool, which I don't have in my inventory right now, I'd be in so much trouble. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Bye, Mr. Wendigo. Good luck hunting in your town. Bye. That could have been bad. He's still there in his scream pose.
So did purity. I would defend purity against the winds, the tides, against ice and blizzard. Could it be that all this was but a story of justice and vengeance? The soulful doctor, avenging his fiancée's unjust death by avenging this young woman as though she was his lover. Are these passionate feelings not precisely the kind of feelings that could cause a storm, petrify people deep inside, create monsters?
You know, it's not a bad game. Just, there are certain things where I'm like, I'm not Canadian. Don't understand it. And I will criticize it to the very end. But, as I said, it wasn't bad. Do I think I'm going to play more after this? We'll see. Can I skip? You cannot skip? Oh. Because I'm still driving. That's one way to do a credit sequence. Can't skip because you're driving the boat still. Okay, but anyway, it wasn't bad. It's just I don't understand geopolitics in Canada, or not even geopolitics, just regular politics. Because I'm not from there. And Quebec is honestly its own country in a way from Canada, so. And that's just me saying it, as French Canadians are a bit strange sometimes. But yeah. Am I interested in playing Broom? Maybe. Maybe. I kind of played this because I needed to. Needed space, or had space in the schedule. Need to get that filled. Besides actually wanting to play this before. But it's a strange gun. It's a very strange game. The Wendigo is just going to be on this other shore, isn't he? Or I'm going to get shot by someone on a boat. Hi. Man alive, we found a man alive. Kickstarter backers. As I said, this game isn't bad. Just confusing. And that's a lot of games. But this one especially. Thank you all for watching. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.